Good morning, and welcome to Timeless Man. I'm Dan. Over the past year, I've spent hundreds of hours walking as part of my recovery from a heart failure. Along the way, I realized something that surprised me. It's not how fast you walk. It's not how far you walk. Sometimes it begins on what's on your feet. A good pair of walking shoes won't do the walking for you, but they can make every step more comfortable, more confident, and easier on your body. In this video, I'll share with you what I've learned choosing the right walking shoes. Not from advertising or marketing, but from real experience and many kilometers on the walking track.
If you already watched my video on the benefits of walking, you will know why I believe walking is the best habits we can build. Today, let's talk about something that makes that habit easier to keep. Let's talk about a good pair of walking shoes.
Every single day, the average person takes somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000 steps. That is a staggering number when you think about it. And every single one of those steps is either supported or sabotaged by what you have on your feet. Walking shoes are not just accessories. They are tools, and like any tool, the right one makes all the difference between a job done well and one that leaves you worse off than when you started. The wrong pair of shoes can lead to blisters, joint pain, back problems, and even long-term damage to your posture. The right pair, however, can transform your daily movement into something that feels effortless and natural. So what exactly makes a walking shoe perfect? It comes down to a handful of key characteristics that work together to support your body from the ground up. The first thing to consider is cushioning. When your foot strikes the ground, your body absorbs a force equal to roughly 1.5 times your body weight. Over thousands of steps, that impact adds up significantly. A good walking shoe needs to have adequate cushioning in the midsole, which is the layer between the outer sole and the inner lining. This cushioning absorbs shock and reduces the stress placed on your knees, hips, and lower back. However, cushioning alone is not enough. Arch support is equally critical. The arch of your foot acts like a natural spring, and when it is not properly supported, that spring collapses under pressure. This leads to a condition known as overpronation, where the foot rolls inward excessively with each step. Look for shoes that offer built-in arch support or have removable insoles so you can replace them with custom orthotics if needed. The heel counter, which is the firm structure at the back of the shoe, should also hold your heel securely in place without causing any pinching or discomfort. Fit is arguably the most personal aspect of choosing a walking shoe, and it is also where most people make their biggest mistakes. Many people wear shoes that are simply too small. Your feet naturally swell throughout the day, especially after prolonged activity. So it is always best to try on shoes in the afternoon or evening when your feet are at their largest. There should be roughly a thumb's width of space between your longest toe and the front of the shoe. The toe box, which is the area surrounding your toes, should be wide enough to allow your toes to spread naturally with each step. A cramped toe box leads to bunions, blisters, and nerve pain over time. Flexibility is another factor that often gets overlooked. A walking shoe should bend easily at the ball of the foot, which is the widest part just behind your toes. This is the natural flex point of your foot, and a shoe that resists this movement forces your muscles to work harder than they should, leading to fatigue and discomfort. The material of the upper, which is the part of the shoe that wraps around the top and sides of your foot, plays a huge role in overall comfort. Breathable materials like mesh allow air to circulate around your foot, keeping it cool and reducing moisture buildup. Excess moisture creates the perfect environment for blisters and fungal infections, so ventilation is not just a comfort feature, but a health consideration. Weight is another element worth paying attention to. Heavier shoes require more energy to lift with each step, which compounds over thousands of repetitions into noticeable fatigue. Lightweight shoes allow for a more natural, fluid stride and reduce the overall energy cost of walking. Finding the perfect walking shoe is ultimately about understanding your own feet. Are they flat, neutral, or high-arched? Do you walk mostly on pavement, trails, or mixed surfaces? Do you have any existing conditions like plantar fasciitis or knee pain that require additional support? Answering these questions honestly will guide you toward the right category of shoe before you even step into a store. Once you are there, take your time, walk around, and trust how the shoe feels rather than how it looks. Your feet carry you through life, and investing in the right shoes is one of the simplest and most impactful decisions you can make for your long-term health and comfort.